guys, do you know how to use a bookmark to remove filters or to change the visuals on your dashboard? If not, then please keep watching. I am Radhika. Welcome back to DataZard. And today we're going to be solving 2021 Week 32 Power BI Workout Wednesday Challenge, which is around toggling views with bookmarks. And we are going to create this visual. So here, when we click on these buttons, our visual changes. So the data doesn't change, but the visual type changes. And we can also select these slicers. So for example, if I look at consumer segment, then my data is for consumer segment. Even these statistics they change for consumer segment. So without further ado, let's jump into our Power BI report. Let us first start by getting data into our Power BI desktop. For that, I will go to import data from Excel and import my Excel file. The link is already given in the challenge. Now we need to get the orders data, so I'll just click on orders and click on transform data to see if there are any changes required. Now here all my headers look all right and the data also seems to be loaded all right. So I will just click on close and apply. Now we have to create three measures: sum of sales, profit margin, and sum of profits. So for that, I will create a new table and store all my measures into it. So I will go to enter data and create key measures table and click on load. Now I will right click on this measures table and click on new measure so that I create the first measure, which is total sales. This will just be equal to the sum of sales column in the orders table. Now this for the second measure, that will be total profit, which will be equal to again sum of the profit column in the orders table. And the last measure, which is profit margin, will be equal to divide the total profit by total sales. And now I will just get the card visual so that I can get these KPIs into our report. So for that, I will go to row wise card and get total sales, total profit, and profit margin. Now we just need to format these numbers. So total sales, we will just put zero decimal places because we don't want to see the decimal places. And similarly for total profit also, I will do zero because we don't want to see the decimal places. Profit margin, this is a percent. So I will change this into a percent. And the decimal places is just one decimal place so that I match what is there in the challenge. Let us just format this. So for formatting, I'll go to formatting pane and turning on the title which says summary matrix, changing the font and increasing the font size, putting it to bold. Now going into callout values, I'll just increase the size to 18, put it bold. And going into category labels, I'll just increase the font to 14. Now for total sales, I will also display the values with their comma. So I'll click on this comma icon, and similarly for total profit also I'll click on this comma icon so that the values are shown with commas. Now for the bar chart, I will click on this stack bar chart, and on y-axis we have region, and on x-axis we have our profit margin measure that we have created earlier. I will also get the region onto the legend. And now to edit it, for title, we will just have profit margin by region. Let's just change the font, increase the font size, put it to bold. Then on x-axis, for title, let's just change the font and increase the font size to 14. Similarly for y-axis, going into title, increasing the font to 14 and changing the font. And now we need to create three visuals which we are going to change their visibility by using bookmarks and buttons. So first I'll create the line chart. So for line chart, on x-axis we want the order date. So I'll choose order date, and we only want year and month. So I'll remove days from here and quarter. And on y-axis, we again want profit margin. So I'll choose profit margin measure. Now for title, we want profit margin trend. Again, changing the font and the font size and putting it as bold. I will put x-axis title as bold. Similarly for y-axis, I'll put the title as bold and change the title fonts. On title, we also want a subheading. So and turn on the subtitles and write select view on the right. Now I will copy this and paste it, and now I will change this chart into an area chart. So I'll click on the area chart and I will again copy this and change this into a bar chart. Now in the bar chart, we don't have month and year, we have quarter and year. So I will change this. So I'll again get the order date, but this time I will remove the day and the month so that we have quarter and year. Now we will need to get three buttons, one for each type of chart. So for that, I will go to insert and get buttons. Firstly, I'll choose blank button. In button style, I'll enable the text and write line. I'll copy this and another button which is bar. We are going to replace these text with the icons like the bar chart icon and the line chart icon later. But make you understand the functionality, I'll keep it simple for now. So another button which says area. Now what we need to do is when we click on one of these buttons, if we click, let's say, line button, then only line chart should be visible and the bar chart and area chart should be hidden. So for that, we're going to use bookmarks. So let's go to our bookmark pane and the selection pane. Now, if I click on this, let us just rename these buttons. So this button is line. So I'll say line button. This one is a bar button. So I'll say bar button. And this one is area button. So we know what these buttons are. Before getting this functionality, let us add all the elements of this report before creating the bookmarks. So we need to have a slicer for segment and category. So for that, I'll choose slicer, and in here I want segment, and then another slicer for category. Let us just format this. So slicer settings, we want this as a drop down. And now similarly for this visual also, I will do a drop down. Now we're going to place this at the top. And the last element is a text box. So I'll get the text box which says Superstore Dashboard Profit Margin Analysis. And let's just place it right here. Now we can do the formatting later on. And first we will try to build the bookmarks functionality. So I'll first click on this bar chart, go to the bookmarks pane. Now when I click on this bar chart, I know this is the bar chart because this is being highlighted here. And now we only want to see the bar chart and not the other two ones. So I will hide these visuals and add a bookmark which says bar chart as its name. And I will click on update. Similarly, I will hide the bar chart now and I will enable one of these visuals. Now this one is coming as an area chart. So I have my bar chart and the line chart hidden. This is the area which is visible. So I'll click on adding another bookmark, and this will be area chart. I'll click on update. And lastly, I will hide the area chart, hide the bar chart, and only enable the line chart and get another bookmark which will be line chart. And now I will again click on update. So now if you see, if I click on bar chart, only bar chart is visible, area chart, then area is visible, and line chart, line is visible. But now we have to connect these bookmarks to these buttons. So for that, let's go to the line button. Going into action, turn on the action. Type should be bookmark, and the bookmark that should be visible is the line chart because we are at line button. Similarly for bar, we will again turn on the actions. Type should be bookmark, and the bookmark should be the bar chart because we have this is the bar button. Lastly, for area chart also, clicking on actions, and it should be type bookmark, and we need to choose area chart. And now, because we are working in the Power BI desktop, you'll have to use your control button and then click so that you can use this functionality. So I'll click on control and click on line chart so line is visible. I'll click on control and do bar chart so bar chart is visible. And I'll press control and click to the area chart and area chart is visible. So this is how these buttons, they are now linked to all these bookmarks. We can show whichever report the user is selecting, whichever visual the user is selecting. Lastly, we need to add a reset button. I will go to insert and go to buttons and choose a blank button. I'll go into button style, go into text and turn on the text and set it to reset. So now for this button, I'll create another bookmark. So I'll add another bookmark and call it reset. And for this, we will keep this as is and go to actions, enable actions, type should be bookmark and choose the reset button. And now let's say we have selected corporate segment here. And if we press control and click on reset, all of our segments will be reset. So let's say we are now at line chart. We are filtering on segment consumer, and on category we have chosen furniture. And now when I click on the reset button by pressing control on my keyboard, all my filters have been reset. Now the only part that is left is formatting. I have already downloaded the images of line, bar, and area charts from Google. So I'm just going to replace the text with these icons. So let's first click on this line button and go into format. And on button style, I will choose fill. Let's turn on the fill and let's browse the image. So this is line. So I'll select my line image, turning the transparency to 0%. Image should be fit. And I will turn off my text. So this is how my line chart looks like. Similarly for bar chart, I will turn off the text, go into fill, turn it on and browse my bar chart image and change the image fit to fit. And then for area chart, turning off the text, turning on fill and finding my area chart image, putting the transparency to 0% and fit as normal fit. Now I'm just going to rearrange things. I'll insert a background. So going into insert and then shapes and get a curved rectangle. Going into shape style for fill, I'll choose a gray color and turning off the border. And then I'll click this, go into format and send it backwards. I'll click on this text box and go into background and choose this bright blue color for background. I'll change the font color to a white color so that my text becomes visible and change the formatting. So putting this to 20, changing this to 16. I will stretch this across and going into format, I'll say send to back. Now for segment and color, let's turn off the background. For slicer header, let's change the font color to a white color. And similarly for values, changing it to white color. Similarly for category also, I'll turn off the background and change the font color for both values and the slicer header to a white color. And now we can place our reset button at the very end. giving this a background color of white color so that it becomes visible. You can play around with formatting as you like. And to show you functionality, when I press Control on my keyboard and click on the line chart, my line chart becomes visible. Similarly, when I press Control on my keyboard and click on bar chart, my bar chart becomes visible. And when I press Control on my keyboard and press on the area chart, my area chart becomes visible. If I select any one of these, we have to change the background for this one as well. So let's change the background so that my values become visible. For my values, I'll turn on the background and choose that blue color. Similarly for this one, I'll choose that blue color background. All right. So when I click on segment and choose corporate, all my visuals, the values, they are affected because my segment filter is being applied to all these visuals. And when I press on control and click on the reset button, all of the filters now get removed and I get the holistic view. I hope you have learned something new from this one. If you enjoyed the content, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.